Augusta National might be the most famous golf course in the world, but the way it actually plays would feel quite familiar to golfers from Melbourne, Australia. Every April, the golf world turns its attention to Augusta National Golf Club and the Masters tournament. It's seen as the ultimate American golf course. But in reality, a lot of the way Augusta National plays has strong similarities to the Melbourne sandbelt. One of the designers of Augusta was Alistair Mackenzie, and before his work there, he'd already spent time in Australia, designing the West Course at Royal Melbourne and recommending tweaks to Kingston Heath, Metropolitan and Victoria Golf Club. So it's probably no surprise that some of those design ideas carry across. If you enjoy this kind of golf course breakdown, especially from an Australian perspective, make sure you subscribe to the channel because I've got a lot more videos like this coming. So in this video, I'm going to talk about some aspects of Augusta that feel surprisingly similar to golf in Melbourne. One feature that's synonymous with golf in America is long rough, but you won't see much of it at Augusta. The rough off the fairways is modest, and the grass around the greens is cut short. It's the same on the Melbourne sandbelt, where missing the fairway by a few metres usually still leaves you a decent lie. Around the greens, the sandbelt is defined by impressive bunkering, but also short grass areas and steep runoffs, which give golfers options. They can putt, chip, bump and run, or even play a flop shot, just like at Augusta. Short grass allows creativity to thrive, whereas long grass around the greens can lead to one-dimensional golf. You may have heard the expression second shot golf course. At Augusta, most holes are generous off the tee, but it's your approach into the greens where you need to be most precise. And that's exactly how it works on the Melbourne sandbelt. Fairways often give you space, but to give yourself the best angle into the green, you need to find the right side of the fairway. Angles matter. If the pin's tucked left, you want to be playing from the right side of the fairway and vice versa. A lot of American courses, and in the more humid parts of Australia, can be like throwing darts. The ball lands and it stops pretty quickly. That's not the case at Augusta, where the slopes can send the ball rolling 50 feet or more. And it's very similar on the Melbourne sandbelt. Firm approaches allow you to use the ground, and once the ball's on the green, there's plenty of movement. Miss the green and the bump and run becomes one of your best options, just like at Augusta. One of the reasons the back nine at Augusta during the Masters is so captivating is the many risk-reward decisions. Think the par 5 13th with Rays Creek running alongside the green, or the par 5 15th with water short. That same design philosophy exists all over the sandbelt. Drivable par 4s force players into a decision. Take it on and risk a big number, or play safe and rely on your wedge game. Courses like Royal Melbourne are full of these moments, and the third hole at Kingston Heath is a perfect example. Augusta is known for its hills, but the routing is incredibly efficient. From the members' tees, greens and tees sit close together, making it very walkable. The Melbourne sandbelt does this beautifully as well. There's no need for carts. The courses tend to flow naturally from one hole to the next. Augusta National might be the most famous golf course in the world, but the ideas behind it, strategy, angles, the ground game, are very familiar if you've spent time on the Melbourne sandbelt. It's not that Augusta is an Australian-style course, but the way it asks you to think your way around it would feel very natural to a lot of Melbourne golfers. And that's a big part of what makes it such a great course to watch every year at the Masters.